got up and walked out. They said that they just couldn't take it no more. It's just enough is enough. And Mayor Tiffany Henyard, you know, she was upset, but a lot of the residents are taking to the microphone to voice their opinion. They're coming out from all over. Tiffany Henyard was leading us to believe that it was just the trustees, that she actually had the backing of the people of the community. We were led to believe that, but we're seeing something different. Check this out for some. Let's listen to what some of the residents are saying. Check this out.
Really, truly believe this has to end. I'm so disappointed in what's been happening in Dolton. Mayor, you need to step down because you have disgraced this village. You really have. Everybody up there need to go. We need to know what's happening with our money. You need to address what happened in Vegas, and you have been silent. And that's not going to fly. You know what happened in Vegas. You know what happened. And you should be addressing it, saying something to the residents about it. And we want to know where our money is at. We're tired of you just spending our money any type of way that you want to. It's not fair. It needs to go across the board. We didn't want that $1 million ice rink that none of the citizens can even take part of. The only time it's open is when you're giving a function. That's not for the residents. You don't love the children. You kicked the little baby out of the Easter egg hunt. You don't love the children. And when you did that, that made me cry when I seen that baby cry like that. You are a disgrace. You are. Anytime you would have your police officers kick a baby out like that, I don't care if you don't like the grandmother, but the fact that this baby was kicked out of that, it took away from all that you did. It took away. You are a disgrace. You done put Black folks all the way back. And these officers, I'm ashamed of y'all because y'all are not honoring y'all badge the correct way because y'all doing all the stuff that the men want y'all to do. And it's not right. That's not how police officers are supposed to act. You're supposed to protect us. I'm afraid of you all. I'm afraid of the Dolton Police Department.
All right, your 2 minutes are up.
Good evening, everybody. I don't normally speak, and I am going to hold my temper, but I'm going to say this. Mayor, you stood out on my street, and you asked me when you knew I didn't vote for you to give you a chance because you had better things. The only things that you have done were for you. You didn't do anything for the residents. You did it for yourself. These people out here, you have all messed with our rights, constitutional rights, First Amendment. And I am totally hurt. And you have acted in such a despicable way that I will never forgive you. So I'm asking for your resignation, your administrator's resignation, and the unnamed, I don't know what to call them, the trustee. That's unacceptable. Everybody up there, your attitudes are totally unacceptable. There's been no work done. You haven't been over on our block. The street is split. There's water. People had floods in their basements, coming in their backyard, into their house. You've done nothing. You don't care about nobody but yourself. Thank you.
But then it gets more interesting because the news coverage is there. ABC 7, Fox 32, WGN, all of the major news stations for the city of Chicago is all looking down at Dolton. They all there and they all ready to report what's going on. Let's check out and see what ABC 7 had to say and what the residents was telling the local news about what's going on, where now it's going national. Check this out.
Cheryl, only a fraction of the people who actually showed up to this meeting were able to get inside due to what the police chief said was some unspecified security threat. But the people who were left out here in the parking lot refused to go unheard.
Open the door.
Ask Dolton residents, and many will say the bi-monthly municipal meetings run by Mayor Tiffany Henyard have become a regularly scheduled spectacle. The increasingly irate residents arrived plenty early for the first of the month meeting. Village residents clamored against the double doors tussling and then navigating a security screening for a highly coveted seat at a public meeting where items like unpaid bills and payroll were supposed to be the topics of discussion. Mayor Tiffany Henyard took her seat on the dais to preside over the board meeting.
If there are any outbursts, if there are any clapping, or anything that is, if we get another credible threat, the meeting will be closed.
Henyard and 4 of Dolton's trustees who've asked for a federal investigation into her handling of village affairs have been at odds for months. The trustees say Henyard has left vendors unpaid, withheld business permits, and stonewalled village leaders and voters for her own personal profit.
People are frustrated. They want answers. They want transparency. This has to end. I'm so disappointed in what's been happening in Dolton. Mayor, you need to step down, because you have disgraced this village. You really have.
Henyard sat stoically, taking in the ire of some of her constituents and the praise of a few.
It is under Mayor Henyard's tenure that I have felt the most connected and valued.
We need to come together and support her.
But before any actual village business could be discussed, the quorum of village leaders dissolved over disagreements in how the meeting was being run.
The Open Meetings Act requires that we have enough space for everybody to get in.
Leaving Mayor Tiffany Henyard to assail her colleagues.
Our job is to make sure we take care of the business and not allow the business to handle us.
Tonight, no bills or payroll were approved. The 4 trustees who walked out of the meeting have again called for a special meeting at a Dolton Park facility next Monday.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.
But the sad part is, if it couldn't get any worse, Alexis Wilson's mother, she said she had to change her name on the list of speakers because she feared that Tiffany Henyard wouldn't allow her to speak. And she came up to the podium to speak. And when she spoke, chaos broke out outside. Chaos broke out everywhere. But let's listen to what Miss Wilson had to say to the mayor and also the police department. Check this out.
So my sister actually used my middle name because she was afraid that you wouldn't let me speak. I'm Cara Wilson. I'm the mother of Alexis Wilson, killed by Dolton, Illinois police. At the time that my daughter was killed, Tiffany stood in front of a microphone much like this and said that she stood with the cops, and they did do the right thing by killing my 19-year-old child. Not only did she not take those words back, she didn't offer her condolences. She's never said anything. The first thing she did was hire this group of security guards to surround her and PR. So the real reason Tiffany has security is hiding from accountability about what she said about Alexis Wilson when she was killed. Now, if you watch the coverage of this murder, these officers violated her rights, reached in her car, jumped in her car, and put 7 bullets in my child, 2 in her head and 5 down her side. And the next day, you guys tried to spin it like she did something. Watch the video. She did nothing to deserve this. And again, last time they brought up Alexis, she's doing what she does now. Look this way, look that way, every way, but at the person talking. You don't give a damn, and you never did, and you never acted like it. She called out a whole press conference to call my daughter a criminal, and Homewood Flossmoor graduate with no criminal record. But Tiffany, you have one, because we used your mugshot to protest in front of your house, and that's why you hid. That's why you have security. So let's tell the truth, which I know you're incapable of. I wouldn't trust this woman if she stood on a stack of Bibles and had her tongue notarized. Not a damn thing she says comes out her mouth is true. Thank you.
Say her name.
Alexis.
All right. Okay. All right.
But right after Miss Wilson spoke, all hell broke loose inside inside the municipal building and outside, to the point where they had to actually suspend the trustee meeting because things got out of hand and it could have got real dangerous real fast. Check this out.
Trustee House, I thought y'all was leaving. Y'all should come back, sit down, and handle the business, and let's finish to do what we came here to do, which is go through our agenda, but y'all give interviews. Can y'all all exit, please? Thank you. Y'all don't want to handle the business here? Say it. The room. Hey.
Officers, clear the room. The media has to step out also. Clear the room.
Business.
Everybody, they can step outside. Everybody. No, just with the people here, they're fine. Everybody else, media included, has to clear the room.
Traits. I think that there has to be a big overhaul because this is a disgrace and it's downright dangerous. It's downright dangerous. When you watched this last night, something real bad could have happened because tempers were flaring. People are hurting. People are upset. The mayor seems as though she doesn't care. She's very cavalier in her behavior and the way that she speaks. There's going to have to be some changes for the betterment of this trustee board and the town, because I can really see something bad happening here, and I'm praying and hoping it doesn't. But when you have this much emotions all riled up, where you have people that has passed away and families are feeling like their words are being ignored. They're asking for transparency. You have the situation going on in Las Vegas, and she's very mum and quiet about it. We're hearing about the remarks that she made when Alexis Wilson passed away. The people are very upset. But I'm wondering, but I'll keep asking, how did she become the mayor? We saw the way she was carrying on in city council meetings prior to becoming the mayor. This whole thing is just a mess, man. It's a mess. And last night was an embarrassment. It was an embarrassment. But I'm going to cut this video short here. We have more to come. Make sure you guys hit that like button, please. If you made it this far to the video, I ask that you guys hit the like button and support the content. More and more will be coming as this stuff keeps going. Leave your comments in the comment section. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.